What is going on, everyone? My name is Andrew, and today I will be going over the Ozark Trail Trekking Poles from Walmart. I've been using these for about 100 miles now worth of trail running and hiking, and I'm going to give you guys my overall thoughts to hopefully help you guys make your decision on if you think they're worth the purchase. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to go over is what are they made of. The primary piece of the pole is made out of aircraft grade aluminum according to their website. To my understanding, aircraft grade aluminum is just aluminum. The upper handle is made of cork. The lower handle here is made of foam. Everything else around the tops of the handle is rubber and plastic. The tips are covered by a rubber cap, and underneath the tip is a tungsten carbide main tip. I haven't actually had to use the tungsten tip. These work great for the terrain that I deal with here in New Jersey, which is primarily sand, gravel, and maybe some of the root paths, so like a little bit of grass. But other than that, I haven't had to use the tungsten tips yet, but these rubber tips work perfectly. As for the rest of the hardware, it's just your common plastic hardware clips with a metal screw that goes through it. So nothing too crazy to report here, just your casual strap you'd find on just about anything. I think it's just regular nylon, so yeah, that's it. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna go into are the specs on these poles. The weight comes in at 10 ounces per pole or 20 ounces overall. The lengths go from 26 inches when collapsed to 54 inches when fully extended. Now to show you about what that is, this one's fully extended, this one's closed, that's touching the ground, that's touching the ground. I'm 5'9", so they're pretty good for most heights. I think it did say on there that these are made primarily for anybody over, I believe it was 3'8". So I'll double check that and I'll put that below. All right, so the next part I'm gonna go over is the price. These came in at the low price of $22.99. They were originally marked at $26.47, but they've recently been on discount the past couple months. So the next lowest price I had seen was around $30, and that was available at Dick's Sporting Goods. And other than that, I saw at Sierra Outdoor Store for $35. So these do come in at quite a bargain in comparison to those two. All right, so I'm gonna go over my personal pros and cons as far as they go for these. And the first one I wanna talk about is I am not a huge fan of cork grip. Now, obviously I can fix that very easily by throwing some tennis racket grip tape on there, or even just some electrical tape and wrapping it up. I kinda wish they would've just took the foam grip and brought it all the way to the top. I don't know why they even put it there for that. But also, once I get into the winter and late fall, I'm going to be trail running and hiking most likely with gloves on, so I won't really have to worry about that. But the other con is if you pick them up in store, please keep an eye on what you pick up, because I had seen a lot of pairs where somebody, I guess, broke the lower half and just took another one off of another set and then walked out with that. There's nothing actually holding them in the packaging, so it's very easy for somebody to just swipe it right out of the store. Now the next thing is double check your hardware when you first get them. I had an issue where it was very easy to take apart each section because the clamps weren't screwed in tight enough. Now you want them tight enough to where the pole stays together and you don't have to worry about it flinging out or anything, but you do want it loose enough to where you can make the adjustments without, divoting in the metal or scratching it up. But all I had to do was take a flathead screwdriver, put it right in there, just give it a couple little turns, and it was no big deal. Now the pro I have for this is very simple, and that is for the price of these, they work fantastic. I haven't had any issues. I've been able to support myself pretty good using these, pushing off of turns while running and hiking up a few different elevations, and they have just worked great. I mean, obviously you could double the price and go get a pair. I've seen pairs go for $50, $60, $70, but for $22.99, I don't personally believe you can beat it too well. All right, so what is my overall rating for these? I believe they are a 3.5 out of 5 stars. The only thing I wish they would fix is really the grips, but other than that, I don't believe they stand out enough to really hold a flame better against another pair of trekking poles. Now, have they done everything I need them to do in the time that I've used them? Absolutely. I've had no issues across the board. I just really wish the grips were a little more comfortable. But yeah, so that is my overall review of the Ozark Trail Trekking Poles from Walmart. Hopefully this helps you guys with making your decision on if you want to purchase them. Like I said, I believe they are worth it. Anyways, guys, if this helped you, please consider dropping a like and subscribing. I'd love to have you guys around for the next video, but until then, I'll see you.